Hello everyone, I am Dr.Amruta community medicine specialist from Shadan Institute of Medical Sciences. Today I am going to discuss with you about different preventive measures against vector-borne diseases. Now, what are these vector-borne diseases? Vector-borne diseases are those diseases which are being transmitted or spread by vectors. So, what is a vector? A vector, it is an invertebrate arthropod or a living carrier which allows the development or multiplication of infective forms of microbes, viruses or parasites inside its body, and then it transmits it or spreads it from one animal to another animal, from one person to another person, or from animal to human beings. Now, the vector-borne diseases which are of public health significance in India, these are malaria, filaria, Japanese encephalitis, dengue, chikungunya, scabies and leishmaniasis. Out of these vector-borne diseases, most of the diseases, they are caused by mosquitoes. So today we are going to mainly discuss the mosquito-borne diseases. And we know currently monsoon season is going on, which is a very favorable climate for the breeding of mosquitoes. So today we are going to mainly discuss about mosquito-borne diseases. Now, before moving on to the preventive measures, we have to keep in mind that about all the methods which are there, out of that, a single method less likely is useful. We have to use two or more methods to control these mosquito population. The mosquito control measures, they are mainly divided into two types: anti-larval measures and anti-adult measures. Anti-larval measures. So what is a larva? Larva of a mosquito, it is actually a breeding form in the water which comes out after the hatching of the mosquito eggs. So these larvae are usually present in stagnant water or collection of waters. Now, in anti-larval measures, the first is the environmental control. In environmental control, what are we going to do? We are firstly going to eliminate all the breeding places of the mosquitoes where these larvae breed. Like wherever there is a collection of rainwater in pits, burrows, we are going to either eliminate it by filling it with sand or gravel, or we are going to drain that water, or wherever there is uneven land present, we are going to do leveling of water. Or like water management techniques, like many a times continuous irrigation of farmlands provides a good breeding place for mosquitoes. So intermittent irrigation of farmlands should be provided. Always we should use piped water supply. Sewage water, it should be always through closed gutters, or the gutters should be covered. Stagnant dirty water, it should be drained off. We should abolish all the cesspools. Actually, there are three types of mosquito species which cause these diseases. These are Anopheles, Culex and Aedes. Aedes mosquito, it usually breeds in the artificial collection of water. So what are these artificial collections of water? They are usually present inside a house and outside or around the house. So first of all, the ornamental ponds or cisterns present in the house, the flower pots, flower vases, then flower pot plates. This should be drained off on every alternate days or at least once in a week, and it should be kept dry. Then you also have water collection units of air conditioners, coolers, which are present inside or outside the house. Sometimes the discarded tins, tires, empty pots, discarded broken bottles, then coconut shells, these are present or they are lying around the house. That also leads to the collection of water in it, and it becomes a potential breeding place for mosquitoes. So this should be eliminated. Then wherever possible, we are not able to eliminate a pond or a stagnant water, we should change the salinity of that water, making it unfit for mosquito breeding. Usually in some of the houses we see, there is the installation of rainwater harvesting techniques. In that, what happens is, where there is a collection of water in the roof gutters, it gets blocked because of the dirt and dust. So that blockages should be removed once or twice in a month. Remember, whenever you are going out on a holiday or a vacation for a long duration of time, before going out or before going away from the house, you should drain off all the water storage containers, turn over all the buckets, and properly close the toilet bowls. This was regarding the environmental control. Now the second is chemical control. In chemical control, we are going to use insecticides or pesticides which are sprayed on the water collection bodies or lakes or ponds, and it kills the larvicides. The insecticides which are used here are Paris green, Fenthion, Abate, or mosquito larvicidal oil, or mineral oils such as diesel and kerosene. Now, the main disadvantage of these pesticides are over a period of time, the mosquito larvae that develops resistance against these compounds, or it causes environmental pollution or contamination. But still, in developing countries like India, it is the most efficient and economical method to kill the mosquito larvae. The third method is biological control. In biological control, there are two fishes, namely Gambusia affinis and Lebister reticulatus. These two fishes, when we put it into ornamental ponds or cisterns or sewage oxidation ponds or farm ponds, they feed on the mosquito larva and thereby kills it. This was regarding anti-larval measures. The second method to control the mosquitoes is anti-adult measures. Now, what are these anti-adult measures? We are going to control the adult mosquito, or we are going to protect ourselves from the bite of these mosquitoes. First is the chemical control, that is spraying of residual pesticides. These pesticides or insecticides, these are sprayed on the indoor surfaces of the house twice or thrice in a year, and they have a residual effect by placing on the surface of the house. These adult mosquitoes, when they sit on these surfaces, they get killed or the lifespan of the mosquito is reduced. It is a very effective community protection method. The second in this is space spraying. Often we see that municipal corporation workers very frequently, or particularly in the monsoon season, they come and they do fogging around the houses. This fogging is nothing but they spray the pyrethrum extract space sprays with the help of special equipments for killing of the adult mosquitoes. Now, the last thing is, how are we going to protect ourselves from the mosquito bites? So, first of all, during dusk and dawn, when we go outside, we should always cover our body surface by using full sleeve shirts or t-shirts and full trousers or pants, specifically ankle length pants. Then second thing, we can use mosquito repellent creams or lotions on the skin or on the clothes. Third thing, we can use mosquito repellent vaporizers or coils inside the house or at the workplace. At night, we should use bed nets. And there is also a very permanent and a good efficient method, that is installation of window screens or meshes, which prevents the entry of adult mosquitoes inside the houses or inside the buildings. Now, this was regarding all the preventive measures against the mosquitoes. Particularly in relation to children, I want to tell that how are we going to protect our children from mosquito bites? Usually we see children go out and play in the evening hours. So before going out, their body should be fully covered with full sleeves t-shirts and full pants, and we have to keep minimum exposed surfaces of their body. Second thing, we should apply mosquito repellent solutions or creams on their body or on the clothes. We have to try and avoid children from playing near the trees or bushes in the park or playing near the under construction sites, because these are the potential breeding places for mosquitoes. And for small children, specifically below 1 year of age, whenever small babies they are playing or sleeping on the bed, we should cover them with the help of mosquito nets, or the baby cots, they should be covered with the help of nets. So this was regarding all the preventive measures. Again, I want to remind you, currently the monsoon season is going on. It is a very favorable season, or the environment is very favorable for the breeding of mosquitoes. I hope you will take all the necessary precautions and protect yourselves and children from mosquito and mosquito-borne diseases. Thank you.